Bro, this My Hero episode was insane. I watched it 3 times over. That's why it's coming out a couple hours later. I watched it 3 times over. Episode was actually insane. I gotta give it up for the OST. I think, sure, the animation was godlike, dude. Especially when Deku and Iida really came through and both tackled on Stain, dude. But the OST, tell me this, right before we start this interview, before we get this review, tell me this. When Endeavor first pulled up and that Nomu came behind this chick and he punched this Nomu, tell me that OST was not fire, dude. Oh my god, that My Hero Academia, the OST name is called My Hero Academia. I looked it up all over YouTube, it's called My Hero Academia, right? It was fucking godlike, dude. The vocals going along with it, it was godlike. I need that OST now, man. This shit was godlike. But hello, hi, I am Double N. If you guys are enjoying, slap a like, as it'll help out the series so much. Subscribe if you have not. And we have to conversate, guys, in the comments down below. Let's talk. So, it kind of ends off from last time where Iida's kind of in this sense of distress. He's like, dude, I ain't shit right now. I have Todoroki and Deku doing all my work. I'm a bitch. I'm not shit. And I think that episode, I did not like Iida at all. I did not like Iida whatsoever at all. And I think he needed this. I think he needed this type of realization to wake up, because his idol, like, you know how Deku was told the same thing from Gran Torino, saying that your idolization from how much you love All Might is clouding your mind right now, and it's making you, you know, not able to bring the best out of yourself. And that's kind of like Iida with his brother Tenya. Like, it was like he just, like, everything that Tenya's done, he is just like, I want this, I want that, I want Tenya this, I want Tenya that. I'm like, buddy, we get it. He's great. But at the same time as well, you have to understand, you were not Tenya, you were Iida. You know? That's it. Why did I say Tenya? It's just, Ignium, you know what I mean. I'm really tired right now, okay? But it's the same freaking last name, it doesn't matter, right? Point is, though, is that he's got to get over himself when it comes to that. You know what I mean? It's like, buddy, come on, my guy. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Like, wake up. You are the brand new Ignium. You have to live by your ideals to become the new Ignium. You can't try so hard to be the exact same Ignium, because he will not prosper. That's what Deku's been trying to do with All Might, and he couldn't perfectly use One For All. Now you see him using it One For All, only 5%, and he went a little bit above 5% this episode, and he actually, like, kind of snapped his arm. It didn't break, but I think he just kind of sprained it. I'm pretty sure he sprained it. He didn't break it, because he himself was even concerned that he broke it, and he did not break it. So that didn't happen, but what went on with Stain was insane. Stain's conviction right now and his bloodlust just to kill was insane. His blood was so insane that he contradicted himself. He said that Iida is so obsessed by getting revenge that he will do whatever it takes to kill Stain. Stain, hypocritical as heck. He did the exact same thing. He lost everything just to try and get rid of Iida here. That pissed him off, you could see. And it did it, he totally forgot then that Deku, his charge time was gone. He totally forgot about that, and Deku was ready. And bro, when the blade was coming up to Todoroki and Iida pulled up last second, it's the anime. I feel like I'm watching a breath of fresh air, brand new anime. I know what's gonna happen. I've been reading the manga for the past 3 years, and I'm probably gonna make this week a 3-year anniversary video, just to kind of talk about how My Hero has affected me, you know? And I've been here for such a long time in the My Hero train, you know what I mean? 3 years and counting, guys. 3 years and counting. 2014, I've been here. September 2014, I've been here. I've been here, boys. But freaking Iida, man, really showing off, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Popping off this time. No longer being a bitch this episode. Actually standing up and fighting, taking Todoroki's advice here. And just the combination between Todoroki freezing his engines and then burning them to add fuel. I'm like, bruh, what? It added exhaust then for him to be able to just move again. Bro, when he said respicord, whatever he says, dude, and Iida and freaking Deku was like, One For All, full crowding, and I'm like, yo, this shit's gonna be raw as fuck, because I knew it was coming up, man. And how they animated that was insane. It was like when Todoroki used his left side for kind of near the first time, a little bit of it, a little weakness where he almost used it on Deku in the tournament arc, and Deku was pulling up with his fist and they're about to collide. It was kind of like that because that shit was raw as ever, man. I'm gonna say word raw a lot because that's all that I can do to explain this fight. It was raw. That's all I can say. Pure, sheer, raw epicness from My Hero. You even have little Grand Torno and Endeavor scenes. Endeavor actually showing off his quirk as well this week, showing off that this man is not just the number 2 for no goddamn reason. Actually showing off, because for a lot of anime-only watchers, they don't know what he can do. They know that he's strong, but they're only going based off of word of mouth. You know, they haven't seen his power or what he's capable of doing. Bro, the guy can emit blue flames, man. The guy's flames are infinitely stronger than Todoroki's. It's insanely strong. See how strong this guy is with flame control, you know? Insane. A mastery of his quirk, dude. The guy was climbing on goddamn walls. He was burning the walls so that his feet could stick onto it. He was burning the bottom of his feet as well. Kind of like glue. You know what I mean? And then he made a fire spear and threw it at the dude's head. Oh my god, dude. It's like, I genuinely feels, and manga readers tell me to feel the same thing, but it genuinely feels like a brand new anime, man. Cause Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus. This shit was raw as ever. And that OST, when he first pulled up, was godlike. I want the name, and I want it on the internet, and I want it out now. And I don't think it's gonna come out because Season 2 is actually almost over. Season 2 is actually almost over. So whenever Season 2 ends, and Season 2 is gonna end on the, it's not gonna end on the school trip arc. Dude, I fucking wish, because that's when Deku vs. Muscular comes up. It's gonna end on the end of the end of term test arc, where the students take on the teachers and stuff like that, is where it's gonna end. But just holy fuck, man. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. I wish it would end off in the school trip arc, though. That arc is easily one of the best arcs from, like, My Hero. You know what I mean? Even though the manga is, like, on the 11th arc. Dude, it's on the 11th arc. And the one that we're actually about to be on is the, what was it? The 7th arc. So the manga's, like, 4 arcs ahead, right? But what upsets me is I really wish they go to the school trip arc. That arc is fucking insane. A character development out the ass, man. Character development out the ass. Out the ass, dude. But fucking, no, this is the episode. I loved so many things about it. The OST, the voice acting was insane. You can tell the emotion from Iida and how passionate he was to avenge his brother Ignium. And to say, I am the new Ignium. I will not call myself Ignium and lose. That would be a disrespect towards not only myself, but towards my brother's legacy. And I'm like, tell him, Iida. Tell him, man. Tell them, dude. You tell them like it is, man. Tell them. Dude, they whooped the shit out of Stain, man. Stain was knocked out. He was knocked out. And after when he was done, Iida kicked him again. And then he kicked him into flames that Todoroki bursted off. Like, dude, he just body bagged. Body bagged that Stain got. And it gets even more amazing. When Stain is tied up, right? A flying Nomu comes in and kidnaps Deku because they want Deku, as you can tell from Shigaraki. They want Deku because Deku pisses them the fuck off. And they're kind of getting signs that Deku's got some similar stuff towards All Might. And like, his quirk looks familiar, so they're kind of catching signs. You know what I mean, dude? But as of right now, that Nomu bird kidnapped Deku. And you can tell this was suspense. It was insane. Things was getting serious. You could tell from the suspense. But what really got even more crazy is that Stain unties himself, runs at full speed. It was epic. It was insane to watch animated. The music, the sound effects, the voice acting, you can feel the emotion. It was insane, dude. It was insane. He was running after it, sliced up the Nomu, destroyed its eyeball, dude. And then he looks back at everybody, his bandage comes off, and we see his flesh, his skin, we see his face, his actual face that we see. And the intimidation factor that he had was insane, to the point where Endeavor, the second strongest hero of the entire universe of My Hero, was even shook in his boots. He stopped his quirk, he stopped his flames, it was just scared. He was shook, he couldn't move. Even Grand Torino was shook. Everybody was shook. Everybody was scared. They were so scared and so intimidated that they could not move. They could not move at all. And this is the intimidation factor. This is Stain's conviction here. I'm gonna make a video about this, guys. I'll make a separate video of Stain's backstory. Because Stain's backstory, like, if you knew what the backstory was, you would know this scene right here. This scene literally is like how hard and how much he has gone through from his backstory, and how much like anger and vengeance and trying to purge these heroes. All of that is up until this moment now, where he's trying to make all these heroes better, because it's his whole point of doing what he does is the heroes, when he was growing up, they did it for the money. You know, they didn't do it to actually save people, where he wanted to do it to save people. You know, all that was his biggest idol. So it's like, what the fuck, man? Oh my god, like the eyes. His eyes are so menacing that the animation that they did where his eyes were just popping up only with the red shadows, insane. But the guy pushed himself to his limits, right? He was basically moving unconscious, kind of like when Rock Lee was, when Rock Lee vs. Gaara. And he, like, his spine, like, popped, and it pierced his lung. Like, a bone from his spine popped, and it pierced his lung. I think it was from his ribcage, actually, not his spine. It just pierced his lung from his ribcage. And he then became unconscious. He pushed himself to the limits, and I like how Deku explained it. He stood up to his opponents. And that's what a real hero does. You know, even though he's not a hero, he's a villain. Hero tendency right there is what a real hero does. You know, to the opponents. You know what I mean? But no, Stain is not dead. For anybody thinking that Stain's dead, Stain is not dead. He's just unconscious. Stain is not dead. He's not dead. I'm telling that everybody right now. Stain is not dead. He's just unconscious. The man took a huge beating from kids. And it's insane. Like, if Deku's not if Deku's not appreciated more now that they've seen his quirk now in full action, because for up until now they haven't really seen Deku's quirk. They've seen small tendencies of Deku's quirk, or Deku breaking off his fingers, mouth, cheek, limbs, feet, arms, muscles, everything isn't breaking. So for Deku to have control over the 5% now, and showing it off and actually doing a lot of work with it, he can fight now. I think this next upcoming arc, end of term test arc, is going to be amazing to watch. I'm excited, guys. There's going to be some fight scenes in Israel, guys. It's not just a pure filler arc, but the Stain arc is now officially over. This arc, it was good. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't godlike. It wasn't anything amazing, but I think how they portrayed Stain, I think that was insane. How they portrayed Stain. It was a good arc. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like, if I would say top 3 arcs right now, I probably would either barely be in there or not be in there, is what I'd say. It was a good arc, though. It was a good arc. It was definitely a good arc, though. I'm excited, though, guys, to see what comes next from the end of term test arc. And just essentially what they're doing is going to be fighting the teachers. And it's just their final test. It's their final test, you know? It's going to be fucking cool, dude. But, guys, that's it. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. If you guys had a preview as well, they show off some more villains as well. So I'm excited, guys. Leave a like, subscribe. I am the next. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.